is going to be the actual commencing of the conflict between Greece and Persia, or the Persian Empire. So this is the invasion of 490 BC. Here are some terms for you. Okay, so before the battle, so remember after the Ionian revolt, a lot of the Ionian Greeks start to kind of step up and they're trying to rebel against Persia because they're really not happy with being controlled. So it's not just a matter of after Athens comes in, burns the temple and leaves. It doesn't kind of start straight away. Darius has to actually regain control of Ionia again. So he's got to kind of quash that rebellion. But throughout that time, obviously, he is extremely angry at Athens. King Darius, he sends heralds to Greek city-states, which he's essentially saying to them, he's giving them a chance to submit or medize, which is essentially, offer their support and loyalty to the Persian Empire. So plenty of Greek cities actually did get this offer of an alliance, which some of them actually did. But the fact that Persia didn't send heralds to Athens and Sparta this time, let me go back on that. Athens and Sparta both put the Persian heralds to their death, which is a no-no in this situation. And this scene from the 300 movie, whilst a little bit out of context, is depicting that. But supposedly the Spartan threw the herald down the well. But anyway, so this offer by Athens and Sparta is actually declined to submit to Persia. So we've got a Greek politician, Hippias, who was expelled. He was exiled from Athens, and he went over to Persia, and he essentially gave his loyalty and offered them support to say, look, I can help you. Take your revenge on Athens. And I think he was hoping that, upon helping Persia take and defeat Athens, they would put Hippias in power, and Hippias would become a tyrant and a puppet ruler for Persia. So they actually have a Greek guy helping him. Back in Greece, there is a war council in Athens, and they essentially then realize Persia's coming. But there's disagreement on what they should do. Should they go and attack them? Should they wait in Athens for them and just defend their city? And it's one of the generals, Miltiades, or Miltiades, I've heard both pronounced. He essentially, as one of the generals, is given a bit of a rap here because he provides the argument that persuades the army to take action, or the people to send the army and essentially take action. Athens sends a runner for assistance, and the runner runs for 36 hours, gets there, and Sparta pretty much says no, sorry, because we're in the middle of our festival at the moment, in which we're supposed to be at peace. We're not supposed to have any conflict at this time, so they say no. And I get the Persians, here they come. They start to island hop until they get through to Greece. So here's a bit of an idea about what they're dealing with beforehand. I'm not necessarily going to read it out to you, but it is worth your while to pause it and read through these sections. So the Bay of Marathon, which is essentially the battleground, it's around 42 kilometers from Athens. So it's not a bad spot to defend because it's far away enough from Athens, a good amount away to rather than them getting all the way to your city. They predicted that the Persians would land here, and Hippias, the guy helping the Persians, he essentially said it's a good place to land, it's a good place for you to be able to use your cavalry soldiers and stuff like that. Now, they both get there, but both armies don't charge immediately. They actually wait each other out for a few days. The Greeks are kind of waiting and hoping the Spartans arrive, and the Persians are kind of waiting because potentially they're waiting for the Athenians to argue, and they believe that maybe Hippias had some followers and people loyal to him amongst the Athenian army who were going to say, no, we're going to go fight with the Persians. Okay, and again, it is now Miltiades who convinces the Greek army, we got to stop waiting. let's take them down. So here's the battle. Again, you're gonna watch some videos on this, so I'm not gonna read over it completely. And you can pause this, and again, we're gonna see some notes on how more detail in how the battle goes. But there's a few things here that the Greeks do to surprise the Persians, and they essentially the Greeks take this battle out. So this is a little bit of an embarrassing loss for Persia, and we'll go into more detail in class about the actual tactics the Greeks use in order to take the Persians down. So the Greeks essentially win from the leadership of Miltiades. Their soldiers are much better equipped than the Persians. The Persians are built light and they're built for movement, but they're not built for heavy damage, which the Greeks were built for that. So they're much better equipped than the Persians are. The Greeks use their terrain to their advantage, and they're also defending their homeland. They've got more of a cause. Where Persian Empire's got these soldiers from here, there, and everywhere. Some of them don't even speak the same language as each other, whereas it's Greeks defending their homeland. Now, the significance of this, okay? Have a look at the difference in casualties. Obviously, there is a massive difference here. And by winning this, they're therefore saved from being enslaved by the Persians. Athenian reputation rose. They almost went down as heroes. Even when the Spartans came after the battle had finished, sent all their soldiers and arrived when it was done, they actually acknowledged good job, Athens. You really did well. And this shaped things in Greece for a little bit, and Miltiades' reputation rose extremely quickly and significantly after this.